Hello, everybody. This is once again Sarah, and first and foremost, I have to deeply apologize for the lack of content or the lack of any updates whatsoever on my channel. I have to say, this was not intended. I had a lot of tech issues, and all in all, it kind of just fell to crap, and I lost a lot of motivation just due to the fact that my tech issues were just so glaring. I wasn't able to actually do anything for quite a long time, and it just was a horrible, horrible, horrible time for me. And um, I'm going to attempt to fix all this, and I'm actually going to be updating my content fairly regularly from here on out. Um, but I had graphics cards issues, which I won't go into detail, but all in all, it basically rendered my computer unusable. And then I also had an actual fatal error with my computer, which made it so everything that I had on it had to be deleted, and my OS even had to be reinstalled completely. So I actually lost everything, including the Community Works game project. I've been having to rebuild that from scratch, but after everything that happened, I kind of lost motivation to actually do it. And so it took me literally up until now, about 50 minutes ago, maybe more, maybe an hour ago now. I've been trying to actually make this video for quite a while. Um, but just due to those issues, it took me forever to get this rebooted again, and I'm going to hopefully be updating it again, but for the time being, I'm actually going to be putting it on hiatus, just due to the fact that I want this game to be something the community as a whole can enjoy. People that help me make this game, I want them to be able to say that they're proud to be able to have made this game with me. So I'm going to have to put this on hiatus for the time being, and that's mainly due to the fact that in order for me to actually make this a truly successful community-made game, I need the community. And right now I don't have that, which in and of itself is actually pretty disheartening. I'm not expecting to have been made an instant hit on YouTube, but all in all, I was hoping that some more of my real life friends even would actually put in input. And I've had a few suggestions here and there, and I wanted to get those into my game when I lost everything. So I'm probably going to try and put those in a little bit later once I actually start working on this more. But for the time being, I'm going to try and diversify the content on my channel. I've already started doing that with my StarCraft 2 stuff. I have my GGSC2 videos. But again, because of my computer dying on me, I lost a lot of videos. I lost basically all the content for that. So unfortunately, I'm no longer going to be updating that, as I don't have the content to update it with. So I apologize for that, as well as the hiatus and everything that I've been on. And as well as that, I also have another series that I started up, StarCraft 2 related. But I'm going to be changing that from just a sole StarCraft 2 to basically any video game where you can either play competitively or have massively different play styles than people. I say massively different play styles as in you can build your character however you want, whether it's good or whether it's bad. I am, all in all, not a min-maxer. I do not try and play the most optimally way. I want to play how I want to play. So I will actually build up characters how I want to build them and not give a crap on what other people say for the most part. I'll try and play along in like MMOs, like say World of Warcraft. I'll try and build my character into one of those cookie cutter things, but I always have a character to myself that I just play how I want to play. But when I do Thoughts of a Low Leaguer for non-competitive games, basically it's going to show my thoughts process of it, why I did this, why I did that, and why I think it would be the most fun. For competitive games, I'm not the most skilled player in a lot of competitive games, especially not StarCraft 2. And if you've seen any of the videos on my channel, you'll see that. So, first and foremost, I'm going to have it. So, I'm just basically going to be doing that. Most of them are going to be recorded in post. Any game that I can record from a replay, I will, because it'll allow me to more clearly speak my thoughts. If I'm trying to play well, casting myself, at least for the time being, I'm basically going to be silent 90% of the time, thinking that I'm actually talking to everybody, because I'm just going to be so focused that in my head I will be hearing what I want to say, and then it just won't come out. So in order for the sake of that specific series to actually have any merit, I'm going to be recording most of the stuff in post. That way I can actually explain what I was thinking, why I did what I did, and people can even see then how I reacted properly or didn't react properly to what my opponent was doing. Whether it's a computer opponent, like I'm just trying to get some practice in, or if it's even a actual person and what I did and did not do properly in response to what they were doing, in response to what I knew about what they were doing. So that is a series that's already is up in my channel, and will hopefully be expanding from here on out to include more diversity in the overall gameplay. So that is for the content that I have currently. I'm also going to be adding another series. It's either going to start off to... It's probably going to start off tomorrow, just due to the fact that right now it's around 3 a.m. And I just wanted to get this up as soon as I could, just because I'm finally in the mood to do stuff again after that horrible time I had with my computer. So, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be making a new series as well. This is going to be called Nostalgia Trip. It's going to be basically games. I'm going to showcase games that I feel would invoke a sense of nostalgia to quite a few people, just due to the fact that they would either fit with like an era of gaming, or they would fit with a specific game in particular. Like, for example, I'm going to be starting off this series with a game that I've been hearing applauded, and basically people have been saying that if you're a fan of old school Final Fantasy, like the original Final Fantasy games, as well as like the original Legend of Zelda, that this is a game that you must play. It's called Evoland. Basically, it starts out and progresses through the history of RPGs, which I find personally be pretty fascinating. And as I've played basically every Final Fantasy game, and I've played all the Legend of Zelda games basically up to date, I have a feeling that this game is actually going to be a major nostalgia trip for me as well. So I want to be able to basically see this game for myself, as well as accommodate that other people would appreciate this kind of game as well. And I want my channel to also have diversity. Like I said, I'm trying to make this more diverse. I wanted this game, the community game project, to be the focus when I originally created this channel. I wanted it to be this and nothing but that, but I have a feeling that that's not going to work, and I need to actually make more diverse content. One series in particular that I'm probably never going to play is going to be Call of Duty. I'm not a Call of Duty player. I've never been a Call of Duty player. The only real time I ever played Call of Duty was for zombie mode, and that was it. So that will probably never make an appearance on my channel, maybe sometime way down the line, but for the time being, that's not going to be, so I'm kind of excluding that audience, unfortunately. But it's just if I were to try and play that, it would probably be nothing but rage on all sides. So I want to try and stay away from that. I want to try and make this channel as accessible to as many people as I can. If that means, unfortunately, having to exclude one group for the sake of many, it's a tough choice to make, but I'm going to have to do it. And I'm going to try and play a lot more diverse games. There's also another game in particular that I'm planning on playing once the NDA on it is lifted, and even after it goes into launch, if the NDA is lifted before then. And that's going to be Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn. Having played the original Final Fantasy XIV game and having been in beta since Phase 2 of the beta, I can say the game is looking fantastic. It is 1,000 times better than it was when it launched the original time. And I can basically say, as somebody that did not like that game really at all when it originally came out, it has come an amazing way. It has done something that I don't even think that I believed would have been possible. And basically, to anybody that has doubts, I will probably make a video about this when it gets announced officially and when it gets close to it, but there will be an open beta. Phase 4 of the beta test is going to be open, which means anybody can download the game and play. Whether you're on PC or PS3, you'll be able to download and try it out for yourself. Basically, it's going to be something that I feel needs to be given a chance, because all the work that's been put into it, all the dedication and everything has just really paid off. Having seen the original product and having seen what's happened since, I'm going to be covering this game in a lot of detail. Mainly after it comes out, when I can actually do stuff, but overall, the game is going to be covered. I'm going to be trying to avoid as many story spoilers as I can, because Final Fantasy series game, it's a numbered title, so it's going to be very heavily story driven. I don't want to spoil a lot of the story for people. Maybe at some point I'll go through it after a decent point after launch, make a new character and just go through the story from level 1 up. But I'll be trying to cover as much content as I can, whether that's guild quests, or whether that's dungeons, or even just something simple like the character creation. I'll be covering as much stuff as I can, get it up on my channel, while trying to also include as much other diverse stuff as I can, whether that's StarCraft 2, Nostalgia Trip, anything that I can put up on my channel. I'll be trying to do as much of a diverse content mixture as I can. With my upload speeds, it may not come up right away. Things might take a while just because I need to try and edit things down to make them my internet friendly. But I will try and get as much stuff out there as I can. I'm hopefully not going to be on a multi-month hiatus again. If something comes up, I will attempt to let everybody know, unless it's something drastic like I'm not able to use my computer again. But I will try and keep everybody in the know this time around. And just because I feel like I really cheated everybody by not updating anything, so I will attempt to alleviate that and attempt to keep it from happening in the future ever again. And all in all, I just want to say thank you to anybody who subscribed to me, and again apologize. And like I said, I should be getting some Evoland up either tonight or mainly tomorrow, so though I could say tonight with how early in the morning it is right now. But I'll be attempting to get some Evoland up, and I just wanted to get this video up before I went to bed tonight, just to make sure that people know, one, I'm not dead, and two, that more content will be coming. and it will not be as sparse as it was. So I'll be uploading probably a few times a week. I'll try not to shaft a bunch of people by having 0 uploads again, but it all depends on my internet and whether or not I can actually get the content out. So all in all, this will be basically all that I have for tonight. I thank everybody again who's subscribed and stuck around, and I'll see everybody in the next video. And hopefully I can make this into a fun channel for all.